What's up, guys? It's me again, and these are the results for UFC 128. I was right on all my predictions. 5-0 for the main card, so I'm very glad I was right on all of them. I haven't been doing the best with the UFC events as of last month, but this might be a good turnaround. So start off with the first fight of the night: Brandon Schaub versus Mirko Krokop. Brandon Schaub wins via third round TKO. Uh, I wasn't surprised that Brandon Schaub would win. Mirko Krokop, he's past his prime. I don't think he should hang up the gloves yet, but he's getting up there where he's gonna have to start fighting really low ranked guys, because these top guys are just kicking his ass a lot of the time. So yeah, the next fight was Nate Marquardt versus Dan Miller. Nate Marquardt wins via unanimous decision, and this is a good thing for Marquardt. He's coming off the loss, or his last fight, he comes off the loss against Yushin Okami, which Yushin Okami is supposed to get the title shot, maybe if the GSP fight with him and Anderson Silva and GSP happens. But so maybe Marquardt, this is a good thing for him. He wants to get that title shot, but he needs to not choke like he has the last two times. The next fight, Jim Miller, yes, Dan Miller and Jim Miller have finally fought on their first card together, and that was pretty cool. Jim Miller defeats Kamal Shalouras via third round TKO. Jim was talking to Joe, and he says he's won, I think, 7 in a row, and I think, one second, let me check. Sorry, I'm taking too much time for you guys. Yep, 7 in a row. I think he is. They say he should be getting the title shot, but you can't deny Anthony Pettis. They probably should fight. At least they should. UFC should at least have one fight between them. See who is the rightful contender. After Pettis' fight with Guida, we'll have to see. So that fight will most likely happen at the end of 2011 or the beginning of 2012. So moving on to the co-main event: Uriah Faber versus Eddie Winland. Uriah wins via unanimous decision, and he kept it on the ground. Like I said in my predictions video, if he goes to the ground, he'll most likely win the fight. But if he stands up with Winland, he's gonna have a hard time. Like if you've seen his past fights. So I think that's good for Uriah, coming off getting his UFC debut to a win. So I'll move on to the main event, the big event, the one where it's got a lot of talk this week. Jon Jones wins third round TKO. He is now the youngest UFC champion. He beats Josh Barnett's record, who was 24 years old. I'm very impressed with Jon Jones. I'm glad to see him win, finally get the title. We all were saying, like, since like UFC, or I think UFC Ultimate Fighter season 10 finale. Even though he lost that fight, he still dominated Matt Hamill. We all now agree that he was the guy who should be having the title. So it feels right, basically. That's what I'm saying. So I remember his first fight. His first fight fighting in the UFC. I watched it when I was starting to watch UFC back in UFC 87. I don't remember, but I remember the fight. And I didn't think he would be a champion, but after a while, I started to believe he'd become champion after he defeated Stephen Bonner. So I'm glad for him, and I hope he does well as a UFC champion. I think he'll probably dominate the division for a while, but if he doesn't, then I'm wrong. So I will be doing news Monday. I will not try to get the delay on it, since my parents took away my phone because I don't like them. But tell me what you guys thought of the event. This is MMA Analysis, and I'm signing off. Peace.